All right, people. So, as you may have already seen, America's finally waking up and fighting back against these ICE bastards. I watched a video from a Midas Touch yesterday. It's apparently a complete war zone thanks to these ICE raids. And now Trump's gone and issued the National Guard. It's coming to a proper civil war now. And it's going to get worse. Federal agents conduct immigration raids across LA. Trump orders National Guard response. Yeah, LA of all places. Do you think that's gonna end well? Yeah. It's about time these people have fought back. And hopefully we fight back even more. Federal agents conducted a series of immigration sweeps across Los Angeles on Friday, prompting anger and resistance from onlookers and immigration rights people's groups that have braced for this type of action for months. Yeah. So like here in the UK, we have a thing called anti-raids. We need a lot more of that in America. Like what happened in Glasgow that time when they surrounded the vehicle. By Saturday, tensions were rising between state and local authorities and Trump administration officials who said they were calling up the National Guard in response to what they said they were violent mobs attacking ICE officers and federal law enforcement agents carrying out basic deportation operations in Los Angeles. Yeah. ICE are the real violent mobs. They're the fascists. So is Trump himself. Governor Gavin Newsom called a plan to take over deployment from the state purposely for inflammatory, purposely inflammatory, adding that will only escalate tensions. Newsom said he'd been in close coordination with the city and county, and there is currently no unmet need. No need for what? President Donald Trump on social media said the move is needed. And what's needed is for you to get the fuck out of office. What's needed is for you to. If Governor Gavin Newsom, is that what we say, of California, and Mayor Karen Bass of Los Angeles can't do their jobs, you can't do your job, which everyone knows they can't, really, then the federal government will step in and solve a problem. Riots and looters, the way it should be solved. The real rioters are ICE, and that they started it. You started it with your whole insurrection and everything. The president signed a memorandum authorizing at least 2,000 National Guard personnel, as well as any members of the regular armed forces as necessary to augment and support the protection of federal functions and property in any number determined appropriate in his discretion. Yeah, like that's good. That's like, you think the people are going to stand up for that? You think the people are going to stand for that? No. What led up to Trump's action? Conflict in Paramount, a city of about 56,000 residents south of LA, attracted national attention after protests near a Home Depot extended into Saturday. These protests appear to have begun when ICE agents were spotted in the area. Excuse me. Sheriff's officials said in a statement Saturday that as the situation escalated, the crowd of protesters became increasingly agitated, throwing objects and exhibiting violent behavior toward federal agents and the deputy sheriffs. In response, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, the LASD, requested additional resources countywide, deploying additional deputies to maintain order. What would maintain order is for ICE to fuck off. Just leave everyone alone. We will protect your right to peacefully protest, Sheriff Robert Luna said in an interview included in the statement. but we will not tolerate violence or destruction of property. The Sheriff's Department also clarified that they will not participate in any immigration enforcement actions, really, saying when federal authorities come under attack and request assistance, we will support them, yeah, of course you will, and provide aid, yeah, of course you will. However, this does not mean we are assisting with the immigration operations. You just said you're going to support them and provide aid and request assistance. So you either are assisting them or you're not assisting them. Make your mind up. Any assault on federal or local enforcement is unacceptable. Yeah, where you have the way ICE and that are going, you're going to have to do what needs to be done to get them to fuck off and leave people alone. In contrast, LAPD officials released a statement on 7:30 p.m. Saturday, calling the day's protests in the city peaceful and commending all those who exercise their First Amendment rights responsibly, adding that the department appreciates the cooperation of organisers, participants, and community partners who help ensure public safety throughout the day. Okay. Later in the evening, LAPD officers ordered protesters in downtown LA to disperse and closed Alameda, whatever that is, between Los Angeles Street, 2nd Street to both pedestrians and vehicles. In a message sent on Twitter at 10:18 p.m., LAPD headquarters warned multiple people even, have been detained for failing to disperse after multiple warnings were issued. Remaining people in the area of a unlawful assembly will be subject to arrest. Leave the area. ICE are the real ones breaking the law and causing terror and what have you. Like I said, America needs to fight back now. Enough is enough. ICE have caused enough terrorism and damage. It's time for ICE to disband and to be destroyed. What we know about the arrest protests. Initially, ICE officials said 44 people were arrested in the raids, although some news reports placed that arrest number at more than 120 by late Saturday. ICE officials, officers even, and agents, alongside partner law enforcement agencies, executed 4 federal search warrants at 3 locations in central Los Angeles. ICE spokesperson Yasmin Pitts-O'Keefe said in a statement, confrontations between what appear to be ICE officers and people in the streets of downtown LA could be seen in the video aired on local television and shared on social media. At times, uniformed agents or officers can be physically seen moving people who appear to be blocking the officers and their vehicles. Report shared via Twitter said ICE was seen in the Garment District area of LA. Another video showed federal agents in the parking lot of the Home Depot in Westlake, according to the Los Angeles Times. Angelica Salas, executive director of the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights, known as CHIRLA, or CHIRLA, said her organisation estimated there were at least 45 detentions. Among them was Service Employees International Union California President David Huerta, according to union authorities. They said Huerta had been injured and was receiving medical attention while in custody. Yeah, arresting a union president, that's not going to go well either, is it? What happened to me is not about me. This is about something much bigger, Huerta said in a statement released by the union. About me. You're damn right this is big. It's massive. He's standing up for the people, as it should, like it should have done from the very start. And now it's going to get even bigger now. This is the start. Bit late, but yeah, starting. This is about how we, as a community, stand together and resist the injustice that's happening. Hard-working people and members of our family and our community being treated like criminals. Yeah, ICE are the real criminals. Trump is the real criminal as well. And the police and FBI who are siding with the folks, they're just as bad as well. We all collectively have to object to this madness because this is not justice. This is injustice, and we all have to stand on the right side of justice. Yeah, absolutely. I said proper like Gestapo thugs. Several immigration rights leaders and activists, along with some city elected officials, attended a large rally Friday evening to share their reactions to the federal operations and call for a stop to them. Later, more than 300 people marched a few blocks down towards the federal detention centre. Yeah, good, brilliant. Keep it going. Reaction from city officials. LA Mayor Karen Bass issued a statement Friday afternoon condemning the raids. Yeah. This morning we received report of federal immigration enforcement actions in multiple locations in Los Angeles. Statement read, as a mayor of a proud city of immigrants who contribute to our city in so many ways, I am deeply angered for what has taken place. These tactics sow terror in our communities and disrupt basic principles of safety in our city. My office is in close coordination with immigration rights communities organisations, the mayor continued. We will not stand for this. All 15 members of the City Council released a joint statement that echoed some of the same points the Bass made. We condemn this in no uncertain terms. Los Angeles was built by immigrants. Was it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, of course it was. And it thrives because of immigrants. The statement read. We will not abide by fear tactics to support extreme political agendas that aim to stoke fear and spread discord in our city. To every immigrant living in our city, we see you, we stand with you, and we will fight for you. The statement continued, and fight by them as well. Los Angeles will continue to be a place that values and dignifies every human being, no matter who they are or where they come from. Absolutely. Absolutely. The LAPD chief, Jim McDonnell, said his department was not involved in the raids. While the LAPD will continue to have a visible presence in all our communities to ensure public safety, we will not assist or participate in any sort of mass deportations, nor will the LAPD try to determine an individual's immigration status. He said, good, good. Still ACAB, but good. After the sweeps, photographers captured several protesters being detained by officers. Addressing a crowd at a rally, LA Council member Ulises Hernandez, I think I said that right, pushed back against previous statements by the Trump administration that ICE would focus their efforts on dangerous criminals. No, they don't care if you're dangerous criminals or not. They just want to get rid of anyone they can. It's all bullshit, isn't it? It's never, ever, ever been the case, Hernandez said, because when they come for one of us, they come for all of us, and you have to remember that absolutely. Good, yeah. Full rights for all immigrants. Stop deportations. Absolutely. Say loud, say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. No nations, no borders. Stop deportations. Council member, how do you say this? Isabel Gerardo noted the timing of the ICE operations, stressing that they happen at a time when families and students are celebrating graduations and the LGBTQ plus community is celebrating Pride Month. Yeah, the timing it's no coincidence at all. It was deliberately timed for that. Absolute scumbags, ISR. What kind of government plans this during our most sacred moments of joy? A very corrupt government, that's who, Gerard asked. Footage speaks for itself. This is cruelty disguised as policy. Mass deportations. Since President Trump was elected, immigration rights groups in Southern California have been on edge. Trump has been promised mass deportations of unauthorized immigrants. Unauthorized. Illegal. So and so. There have been protests that have shut down freeways and high school walkouts while students protesting the administration. Los Angeles immigrant communities and allies have been preparing. Andres Kwan, the American Civil Liberties Union, told LAist, or however you say that, in February. The ACLU is part of the LA Rapid Response Network, a group of immigrant rights, legal, and faith-based groups that has a hotline of people to report ICE activity and to seek help after a raid. The Coalition for Humane Immigration Rights of Los Angeles and other groups have hosted workshops to teach undocumented immigrants how to assert their constitutional rights, as well as how to prepare for worst-case scenarios. They've been telling people they don't have to allow a federal agent into their home without a warrant and don't have to reveal their immigration status. No, that's right. Just no comment, no comment, no comment. Or in America, with this. The LA Unified School District began distributing red cards, also known as Know Your Rights cards, to help people assert their rights and defend themselves if they encounter federal immigration agents. Yeah, I've had a few of those kind of like flyers before and like when I'm on protests with various things. Quite interesting. The effort came as the Trump administration announced it would allow ICE to conduct arrests in sensitive areas, such as schools and churches, dismantling police dating back to 2011. Yeah, it's disgusting, isn't it? For LA, ICE conducted high-profile enforcement actions in Chicago and Boston, and a lot of other places. Last week, a nice raid on a restaurant in San Diego's South Park neighborhood resulted in multiple arrests. Well, while the raid was taking place, crowds gathered outside the restaurant, where many people protested the action, filming the officers on their cell phones and surrounding their vehicles. Yeah. Should have done more than just surround them. Should have just slashed the tires, set fire to the vehicles and what have you. You do whatever you can to stop them from arresting them and moving the vehicles out and what have you. Removals of immigration by ICE and Customs and Border Patrol in the LA area were on the rise before Trump came into office. But the Washington Post reported earlier this year that ICE has struggled to boost arrest numbers despite an infusion of resources. ICE CBP removals in the LA area of operations, which includes much of Southern California, increased by more than 180% between the 2022 and 2024 fiscal years, according to ICE data. More than 3,551 people were removed in fiscal 2024, which ended September 30th. Detentions also rose, according to the data. While national detentions remained fairly constant over the past 4 years, LA area detentions increased by 155% from 2022 to 2024 when 3,857 people were detained. That doesn't surprise me, Chris Newman, legal director and general counsel for the National Day Labour Organizing Network, said earlier this year, while in office, former President Joe Biden is under increasing political pressure to address illegal immigration. The Biden administration was focused on recent arrivals and people with criminal history, Newman said. From 2023 to 24, LA area had significant increases in detentions. 432% increase, from 217 to 1,154, and removals 547% increase from 223 to 1,443 of people who had not been convicted of crimes. Yeah, I don't care if you're a criminal or not. I just want to cause terror among minorities and whatever. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, like I said, this is really bad. It's about time America now fights back now. ICE have gone too far. They're not going to stop. They need to be destroyed completely. ICE. The Trump administration needs to be destroyed, and everything else. Yeah. Next week, is Trump's birthday, which he wants the big like military parade everywhere. With a lot of protests are going to call it the No Kings Day, I think it's called. Hope that's going to be massive. It's going to be in everywhere, all across the country, all 50 states, all across the cities and towns. It needs to be massive, and I hope Trump he gets King. He needs to be shot. Ice. The people they need to start getting King Biden now. Attack these ICE people head on. Destroy their vehicles in El Salvador as well. That needs to be this destroyed. It's gone on far too long. Fight the power and get these fuckers out.